What is up, everyone? Hope you had a great game week, and we're going to look ahead to the Bournemouth versus Tottenham lineup prediction for this week, and it's a bit of potluck, I think. Okay, here it is. We've got no press conference to go off of. That press conference is tomorrow after the Sorare game week lock, so a lot of this is guesswork. Starting in goal will obviously be Fraser Forster. Vicario out for months, and then I think Forster will be locked down for every game until he is back. Fullback as well, I've got lots of questions. We know Archie Gray went off with a dead leg, and you would think he has been the rotation option for midweek cup games. And we've got the weird anomaly of Jed Spence not being used at all in the league so far this year. And we had a little bit of an injury, so big risk on fullbacks on either side with the potential of Jed Spence starting, but I think Ange will probably go with his usual lineup. And then in defence, we've got Radu Dragusin. We know Mickey van der Ven won't be back until probably later in December, maybe even the new year. He's still training on his own. And Davies, potentially a risk. Ange flagged last week that Romero could have been back for one of the games last week, and he didn't quite make it. And has potential for the Bournemouth game, but he was still training alone as of Saturday. So Romero could come in, but we're not going to know. We won't get any more info probably between now and the window, and I can't see anything online at the minute that he is back training with the squad. And then the other fullback position with Destiny Udogie playing at left back. Basuma seems to be the only six with Bentancur out injured. Archie Gray could potentially have come in, but we don't know the severity of that dead leg that he went off with. I've seen reports that Gray could potentially come back, but yeah, potentially coming on at the 60-minute mark. And in centre of midfield, there's lots that could move around and shake with this, but we know Ange likes Sarr's engine in the middle of the park, which would then leave centrally potentially a toss-up again between Madders and Kulusevski. Kulusevski was rested against Fulham at the weekend, so I would expect Kulu to start. Whether it is the attacking midfield position or one of the others that we'll talk about in a minute is there to be seen. So we are then left with Sonny playing left wing. He played through the middle against Fulham, and it hasn't really worked at all for Anzat. So we think that Solanke will be coming back from his illness. Again, still risk there without further info from an Ange press conference. But if Solanke comes back into the middle, then Sonny should go back out to the left wing. And then the other area could potentially be Brennan Johnson, right wing. Maybe he gets rested and Kulu is brought in to play wide right into that, moving inside to the inside channel, and Madders goes into the middle. So there we have the lineup. Not a lot of positions I'm overly confident on, but I will be running some of the players in some of the lower lineups that I think might be a risk, and trying to make sure I nail on the five. But I think there's going to be a lot of rotation across most teams this midweek. So best of luck on the Ange gamble.